Let's see what we got here. Well, hello. Um, I was going to do this live because Juneau is having quite the event right now. Basically, we've gotten 80 inches of snow in the month of December. We're supposed to get 10 to 16 more inches tomorrow. And we've been stuck out here for over 2 months. So I was supposed to have a video go out today. I decided I'm going to do a live today and just kind of talk about what all's going on over there in Juneau. If you got any questions, hey Don, how you doing? If you got any questions, just type them in the comments and we'll answer them. But basically, I went into town. I don't know, 2 days ago was it Friday or Saturday?
I think you flew into town Friday, I think.
Well, I went in on Friday, and
I flew in by helicopter.
I flew in by helicopter. I got to town around 2, and I got to my truck around 3 in the afternoon. My truck had about 3.5 to 4 foot of snow on it, around it, so it took me about 3 hours to shovel it all out. And that was just the start of the problem. So Fred Meyer's is like our Walmart here. And Fred Meyer's is closed down due to the snow load on the roof. So they've got 24-hour crews working there to, hello, there's my baby. They've got 24-hour crews removing all the snow. Come here, baby. Sorry, my baby needs hugs. So anyways, they've got 24-hour crews on the roof removing the snow. So we get just a little bit, maybe like a third of our groceries from Fred Meyer's. We get the majority from Costco. Luckily, Costco was open, so I was able to go to Costco. And, well, Victoria, hello.
Hey, Victoria.
Tell Brad we said hello. What'd you miss? You didn't miss nothing. I just started. Basically, Juneau's in a hot mess. Here, I'll slide over. So Fred Meyer's was closed down. I got to Costco and I got some food from Costco, but then I went to Petco to get our dog food. And guess what? Petco is closed as well. The whole mall that Petco is in, Sportsman's Warehouse, Petco, Office Depot, or Office Max, whatever it's called, the whole mall is closed down due to snow load. And yeah, so anyways, we had to find our little Raven, our little lab. She has, hello, Mountain Mariner, how you doing? She has allergy issues, so we tried to find a non-grain food in town, which Costco had, so we were lucky enough to get a substitute dog food for her. But it's just crazy. Hopefully the footage that I took in town does it some justice, and the footage that we did here, because it is.
I think in our harbor alone, I think they said 12 boats sunk right in the harbor from snow load.
Yeah, there's a big, hey, calm down. Calm down. There's a big Statter Harbor, and basically all the harbors in Juneau are putting out constant messages on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. You got about 1 inch. we got about a little over 80 inches in 30 days. So
it was a doozy.
It's a doozy. So anyways, we got the food. I had to go in by chopper. So I was plowing my way out. We've got literally like about 6 foot of snow here. And I was plowing, trying to get to my boat so I could get it launched and get to town. And then, literally we were on our last gasoline. We had poured all the gasoline in the generator. So what we had was it. And when I was going over there, my tire on my tractor came off the bead, and I was like, that was the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, I'm done. Call the helicopter. We're coming into town. Anyways, the helicopter used to call, and Mountain Mariner can maybe add in on here. The helicopter used to, like 5 years ago, it was $300 one way. Now it's $700 one way for the helicopters, and we hired a larger helicopter because we had a bunch of we had 5 propane tanks and about 15 jerry cans of fuel. And so that helicopter is $900 each way. So it was a hefty fine to pay. But I mean, we were out. I mean, we didn't have any more propane. We had no more fuel.
Yeah.
We had food and we had wood, so we weren't going to die. But we wouldn't have had any power anymore.
Hey, the real problem is Brian was out of Pepsi and almost out of chew.
I didn't have no my Pepsi. Hey, okay, so yours is $800 round trip. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know the make and models of this. Oh, and Anchorage -10. Well, I think we're at 10 right now.
We're 10 degrees right now.
Yeah. So, but that's, I mean, for us, Skipper, that's enough. You're not going outside, buddy. Or maybe you are. For us, it's normally we're in the 20s and 30s. And for over almost 2 months, we've been in the single to low teens. And hello from Ohio, everybody. Yeah, it's just been a crazy winter. I mean, it was like we didn't even have a winter until December. You know, like the last week in November, I was wearing t-shirts outside still, and then all of a sudden it was just like, surprise, suckers. And it slammed on us pretty good. But we're doing good. It was just a hectic
one thing after the other. The snow got us for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've been plagued with bad luck. So
he didn't even tell you the worst of it. The tractor, which is over on the other side here, because the bead fell off the tire, we're also having almost 20-foot tides and 40 knots. So I'm hoping it doesn't get swamped. He says it's not going to, but
well, we had a 20-foot tide today, and we've got about 20 feet from where the tractor is to where the tide comes up. So I think
we're going to try, even though it's storming, I think 40 knots tomorrow. We're going to see if we can go over there and try to figure out a way to, I don't know. Are you going to pop it back on, take it off?
Yeah. We're going to pop it back on. The panels, somebody asked about our solar panels. Panels are buried. I mean, they are completely buried. Like I said, it's 4 foot of snow. I went over to my neighbor's house to get some gas because he was like, have anything you want. So I walked over to his house and back. And what normally would take like 10 minutes took me like an hour and a half because I was just like waist deep in snow. I had to like lean forward and put a knee in the snow, and then I could put my foot in the snow. And I was going to bring my snowshoes back, but my snowshoes is in a shed at her mom's house and
buried.
Yeah, I was
completely buried.
There's no getting those either. So, anyways, it's a little crazy. Hey, those who know, I'm a military guy, and I was in the military. And Mike said, "Go Army, beat Navy." Yes. Hey, get out of there, Skipper. Skipper's in all kinds of trouble. So anyways, I put a poll out there. Do you guys enjoy these lives? Because I think in 2026, I've got a New Year's resolution, and that is to make 52 videos or incorporate those 52 videos with some lives. And so since I couldn't put out a video today, since I was flying in a helicopter, I was like, well, we're going to do a live. And so that is my... Anyways, so let me know, do you guys like the lives or not? If you don't, then maybe every once in a while I might miss a video, but my goal is to be a little more interactive and share more with you guys and make some better videos. Last year I was in kind of a slump, but this year I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Oh, you love lives. Well, good. that's one. Anyways, so yeah, like we said, there's a bunch of boats that have sunk in the harbors. It's just a hot mess in there. Live anytime. Okay, I like it. Um, we've had one death in town due to an accident, and then we've had one death at the lighthouse. There was a caretaker there, and they just found him today. He committed suicide. So they were removing his remains. The state troopers were there getting on a helicopter at the same time I was there getting on a helicopter. So I don't know any more about it. All I knew is that they were going there to remove the mains, and they had some like a cat crate, because at least there was a cat or maybe some more animals that they were going to recover as well.
It's been a rough winter just in a month. It's been really crazy.
Well, I mean, we could do a live Wood Stove Wednesday, but that's kind of what this is. It's just a Wood Stove Wednesday, except for we get to read what people are typing. Yeah, I mean, it is sad. I mean, this is the 21st was winter solstice, and that's the darkest time of the year. And so right now we're gaining sunlight, but and we get more sunlight than most in Alaska. Like we get like 2.5 to 3 hours of sunlight on winter solstice. So we do get more sunlight than most people in Alaska, but still it does take a toll on people. Oh, Charlene, happy New Year to everybody. I didn't even say that. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully this will be a good 2026 for everyone. Merry Christmas to you all. I hope the holidays treated you well. We just were hunkered down for Christmas and New Year's.
This is the first time. I mean, how long have we been doing this? 10, 12 years?
We bought the place for 12 years. We've been out here full time 10 years.
So this is the first time in 10 years that we weren't able to get back to town. We always would go in once a month, and this is the first time that has not happened. So we were out here straight for 2 months, and then that big snow hit, and we were just like, oh, we're just snowbound completely. What are we? And then the whole tractor just quitting on us. That was a doozy.
They said you're getting your exercise in.
Oh my gosh, we totally are.
Yeah. I bought some chips, and she's like, you're going to get fat eating these chips. And I was like, I got a lot of work to do. I think I'll be all right with the chips.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was like for the first time ever where we get our wood, it is so covered up that we had to make a trail out there and carry like 2 or 3 pieces into the house. And I'm like, we are so moving this from this area this year.
Yeah. We got to get we got big projects. For one, we got to get the wood mill up and running. And then we got to build a deck for this entryway, because our goal the whole time was to have the entryway doors not facing the beach, because that's where the wind comes from. So that's a big one of the that's one of the big projects, is we got to build a deck for that. And then apparently we're going to build a wood shed next to it, because my she's like, I'm done walking all the way over there. Normally I pick it up with the tractor, but since the tractor broke down, we're having to go over there and pick it up manually, and bring it back. So no, I like Wizard of Oz, but no one's ever said that I got a beard like the lion from the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, that was Skipper. The dogs have been doing good. They've been enjoying the snow. I mean, as long as they got food and can get outside, they're happy. Okay, go on there, little buddy. But yeah, it's just been. Well, thank you. Okay, Katie, how you doing? Yes, we've just been hunkered down. How about you guys? Have you guys been? Did you guys have a good Christmas and a good New Year's? I do. Yes, yeah. It'd be cool to have a crazy Dr. Seuss woodshed. Oh, you're wet, puppy. How much snow have we gotten? We've gotten 80 inches in the last month, and we're supposed to get 10 to 16 inches more tomorrow.
Actually, it's 10 to 19.
10 to 19 now. We've got an update. I got the outhouse. I got the snow taken off the outhouse, and I got the snow taken off our green tent that the tractor's in. The brown tent that we have, there was too much snow. I wasn't able to get back there and pull the snow off of that. But it's supposedly built robust for heavy snow loads, so I'm hoping so. And then the shed that's got our chainsaws and stuff in, I wasn't able to get the snow off of that. So maybe tomorrow I can dig a trail back there. But literally, there's like 3 foot of snow on that on everything right now. And now we're out because the trees take some of the snow away, but the chicken coop's got 4 foot of 4 foot of snow on it. All right, Mama, where you at? I need help reading. Yeah, tomorrow's goal is to get the tractor running because with the new snow, I don't want it to get stuck over there and have to dig out a whole bunch. So first thing in the morning, I'm going to go over there and get the tire off and pop it back on the bead. And the chickens are doing good.
They're hanging on by
but they do not like it. They come out. We've been used since it's we've got part of that. Their front roof is clear, and but it's just covered in snow. So normally what brings in the light is no more. So we've been turning the light on in the morning, and but they still don't come out. They stay in the coop, and then they'll come out and eat a little bit and drink a little bit, and then they go right back in the coop. So cleaning the coop is not fun because it's just normally when they're pooping outside. Now that's just all inside where they sleep. So we got to do double duty on. Get it, duty. Got to get double duty on the duty. Happy New Year, Mike. Let's see here. 70 degrees? No. That sounds like Texas. I was talking to my mom and dad and my brother, and they all, just like a few days ago in Texas, it was like 80 degrees, and that's too hot, even for winter weather. I don't know if I'd enjoy that. Let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, hello to the doggies. Yes, I got 2 doggies right here. They're doing good. Let's see. What else is going on, Sugar?
Just trying to get that tractor together. That's what I'm worried about.
Hello, Nicole. Oh, is that Nicole? Is that Nicole as in Josh from the mine? I'm curious. I see the last name. Skipper, you better come here. Get down. Skipper's being naughty. I brought in that new dog food, and I couldn't fit it all in one of our little dog bins. So, oh no. Okay. Well, that's good. I didn't like that guy anyways. No, I'm just kidding. He was a nice guy. Truck driver from New Jersey. Yeah, the Diet Pepsi is important. The helicopter ride was expensive, but we can ride out a few more months now, at least 3, because we know that's how much what we ran out of and what we just brought in. Yeah, and you know what? I ran out of Diet Pepsis for about a week in granola bars, and if I got Pepsis and granola bars, I can truck through anything. But when I run out, I get a little grumpy. But anyways, she was making me some tea, so I might try to continue to drink tea. Michael Fay, miss you, dude. There's another miner from the old mine. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyways, it just a hot mess in Juneau right now. Well, I can only imagine up at Kensington right now. That's the mine that me and Faye worked at. Those guys, because if we were getting there, maybe 1,000 foot altitude, which isn't a whole lot, but the snow that accumulates there as opposed to what's in Juneau they get like 3 times the amount of snow Juneau does. So I know those guys are at least the surface crew is going crazy. Yeah, we're trying to stay safe. Southeast Texas, 60s and 70s. Well, my mom was all, Texas this and Texas that. But you got to remember about 5 years ago, Texas lost power in the winter and everybody was freezing. So, you got your pros and cons. Yeah, we would definitely get hammered out at the mine. It was crazy. Yeah. So, and it was nuts. So it started, this whole storm started off in the end of November, and it wasn't really snow, but it was just, we got down into single digits and it was blowing like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And
3 weeks straight.
For like 3 weeks straight. And then, so we couldn't get to town for that. And we were already on the end of our rations. And then the snow hit and it was still blowing. And so we couldn't get to town for all of December. And then when I busted the tractor out there, I was just like, that's it. I'm done. Gotta call in the cavalry from Quebec, Canada, our neighbors. Hello. Anyways, I should have had a game plan. I didn't really have a game plan. I just figured I'd talk about Juneau, but
it fell apart literally.
Juneau is a hot mess. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy another snow shovel to bring back out of here. None. No. I mean, I went to Bobcat, which is like a tractor supply store, and Costco's out. Well, Fred Meyer's was closed. I went to Don Abel's, which is like, what is Don Abel's?
Hardware store.
It's a hardware store, but it's actually like not IGA. That's like a Safeway. Anyways, Don Abel's didn't have any. I went to Western Auto, another hardware store. They didn't have any. So then I went to Bobcat because I needed to pick up some stuff for the tractor, and I said, and I knew one of the guys that was in there buying a shovel, and I said, hey, I'm looking for a shovel too. And he was like, I got the last shovel. You ain't getting a shovel. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Last shovel in Juneau.
Yeah, that power loss was crazy in Texas. Say, where'd the bear come from? That's behind me. Well, a few years ago, it was a female, and she decided to take up residence here on our island. And
we gave her a chance to go away for 3 years.
We gave her room for about 3 years, and then on the spring of the fourth year, she came out of hibernation, and she was, I guess, grumpy. Her attitude changed. She was 5 years old when we took her, but her attitude changed. Like if you've watched for a while, Gunner, my best buddy, they would bark at each other and huff and puff and do like Mexican standoff type circles, but there wasn't really an issue. I had to shoot a gun a couple of times to separate them, but the spring that on her, I guess on her fourth year on the island, she wasn't having it. I think she realized that she was, 800 pounds and could do whatever she wanted. So she started terrorizing the dogs and terrorizing the chickens. The electric fence kept her out several times because we'd see her get shocked and run off. But then I saw her trying to dig under the fence, and I was at my wits' end. I just
she also started stalking people on the island.
Oh yeah. Gunner saved a guy because there was a guy around the corner here, and he was like 75. I mean, he's an old guy. He was walking, and then Gunner, he heard Gunner behind him barking, and he knew Gunner well, and he said, I mean, I'm only getting what he told me. He said, I turned around and I heard Gunner barking, and I was like, why is Gunner barking and being so aggressive towards me? And then he said he turned around and he saw this bear was like right on his tail end, and he said Gunner saved his life. So
He said he had no idea that bear was stalking him.
yeah. So, anyways, that's where the bear came from, right in the front yard. I didn't go out. I mean, I'm not. We don't. Brown bear doesn't really taste good. They taste kind of fishy. So I don't. Black bear is a better tasting bear. So I don't plan on hunting another brown bear. So I was like, well, if I got one, I might as well get him taxidermied and make a rug out of him. So or her. It was a her. Yeah, Gunner was a good dog. Probably the best dog I ever owned. I mean, I love these two knuckleheads now, but Gunner was special. You know, every once in a while you just get that one special dog, and that was my dog.
Yeah, I don't know if Victoria's still on there, but when Victoria and her husband were on the island, Gunner would walk them all the way to the end of the island and come back.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but Victoria, who was in the chat, she might not be here now, but they used to live probably maybe a mile and a half from here on the around the corner, and where they'd come and visit every once in a while, and then Gunner would walk them all the way back to their cabin, and then he'd go off on some adventure, and then he'd make his way home, and yeah, he was a good dog, probably the best. Let's see what else here. Southwest Ohio's 32. Man, I'd love to hit 32 degrees right now. I mean, 32 is perfect for us because if in the daytime it'd come up a little bit and maybe we can get some rain because that's what we desperately need. We need for it to warm up, rain, and get rid of some of the snow. Because literally, I mean, even with the tractor, I'm almost at the point where I don't have anywhere to put snow. I'm gonna have to start taking snow from the yard and taking it out and dumping it in where the tide comes up and letting the water chase it away. Oh my goodness. We're at 100 people. Hello, 100 people.
Oh, that's so great.
We've been doing this a while and I enjoy it. It's just kind of like an artistic release. I'm not an artsy fartsy kind of guy, but I do enjoy doing this. And Victoria is here. Yeah, he was an extraordinary dog. He sure was. And it was crazy. Victoria was the one who kind of was like, I think because Gunner's neck was getting really big. And she's like, he might have lymphoma. And we took him to the vet. And
she was
sure
right.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello. OKC was 56 degrees today. Well, that's better than the 12 degrees we had today. Hopefully you're doing good. I talked to my dad. I think it is the same Mary now. She worked with my dad at the unemployment agency. And anyways, talked to my dad a few days ago, and my mom put out this Facebook post. Hi, Mom. And it made it sound like that we were dying, and all of our friends were like, "Oh, I mean, we appreciate the prayers, but we weren't nowhere near dying."
We were just down to the nitty gritty.
We were just down to the bare bones, which is fine. I mean, when we first moved out here, we just had a wood stove. We didn't have a generator. We had a wood stove and Coleman lanterns. And so we were at that point where it was just a wood stove and Coleman lanterns. But far. I mean, we still have got, I don't know, like 6 cases of salmon and freezers full of halibut. So we weren't in any means of calling the Coast Guard. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Every once in a while I find somebody in town is like, "Hey, YouTube guy," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And they're like, "We watched a bunch of your videos before we moved up here, so you're kind of the reason we moved up here." And it's a double-edged sword because a lot of people move up here and then they leave. So I don't want people to move up here because I make it sound great. I try to include, like right now, the times that it sucks. Wait a minute. Let me read a little bit. So thank you. We enjoy we enjoy all the company we get on the channel. Well, that's true. Lives would definitely help with the withdrawal because we don't really talk. That's why I got this. I mean, just besides talking to each other, we don't do a lot of talking with anybody because nobody's out here. You know what I mean? Right now, it's just me and my wife. What's this? Are you in Arizona, Faye? Michael Faye? Oh, you are in Arizona. Okay. Wow. Well, did your kids? Did they? How was the transformation from Alaska to Arizona? That's a big switch. Unless you moved up north and you're still getting some snow. Well, hello to you, storm bug. They hate it. Well, that's probably true. I mean, if you grow up somewhere and then you have a drastic change, it's going to take some time to get used to. And our son, we moved up here when our son was in high school still. And obviously he was in his sophomore year.
But Colorado was his home.
Yeah, so we lived in Colorado Springs because I was at Fort Carson for 10 years. Oh, goodness, you're a border town. Okay. So he, if you're a military brat, he lived in Germany, lived in North Carolina, and then 10 years in Carson. So Colorado to him was home. So when he took off, he left to go to college, and we were hoping that he'd move back, but no, he didn't. He ended up in Texas for a year or two, but that was during COVID. And then he moved up to Colorado. No, then he moved up to Pennsylvania for a couple of years. And now he just moved to Colorado, and that's where he feels like his home is. So that's fine with us. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Colorado. I enjoy it. Just, you spent 6 years in Carson? I loved it. I loved it there. I mean, if you don't love the outdoors and you don't like hunting and fishing, unless you live in like Anchorage, Alaska's probably not going to be the best fit for you. But
forget Anchorage. We went there, and I'd never go there.
Yeah, Anchorage is just like your regular big city. It's a hot mess. But Colorado's got all the outdoors. I mean, we used to hike. I mean, I used to hike a lot. I hiked I was stationed in Korea for a year, and there is nothing to do in Korea except for hike and drink. And so I decided to do the hiking instead of hitting the soju bars, all the juicy girls. Yeah, man, I loved Colorado. I hit what we hit. I've hit a few 14ers while I was there.
Our biggest thing was we did off-roading with Jeeps.
Exactly, hike and bike. Matter of fact, I bought what's it called? I bought an expensive bike there, a Cannondale, and like literally within a couple of weeks of shipping back to the States, I got it stolen because I'd locked it up at their train station. And I loved hiking. I did a couple of overnight hikes, which was really cool. How's the family? Family health wise is doing good. Both dogs are doing. You can't see them because they're laying down a little, but they're right here. They kicked my wife off, so she's in the chair behind us. You was at Camp Page. I was at Red Cloud, just south of Casey. Had a little brain fart for a second. Yeah, I used to ride to Casey all the time, and I'd ride my bike down to Seoul, and there was a couple of mountains there I'd hike. I mean, literally, I don't know if you've never been to Korea, it's like 80% of Korea's mountains. So unless you're doing the nightlife stuff, all right, so story time. You ready? Korea was such an interesting place. I thought I was going to hate it, and I didn't like it, but I enjoyed hiking there. And the hikes are so strange because, like, it's like you go to Disneyland when you're hiking, because literally there's hundreds of people. And when you like hit the summit of a mountain, it's literally like a line, like there's a queue to get to the top and take a picture, and then you can turn around. And that's how many people go out hiking on the weekends in Korea. It's amazing. Chickens are doing good. How many do we have now? Oh, I don't know. We still got Rocky. He's not doing too good. But I think we've got 7.
No, that's the total.
Yeah, I think we've got 7 total. So we've got 6 chickens and Rocky. Yeah, family separation was the worst part. But I mean, I added it up. I added it up. So when I got out of the military, I added up when like OIF and OEF kicked off. Like out of my son's 14 years of life, his first 14 years of life, I think I was gone like 6. That's a lot of time with field problems and your rotations in and out of country and just this and that. The military is it can definitely put a strain on family. I mean, it does. There's a big divorce rate in the military. Sterling, Alaska, -26. We don't get that here, and let's keep it that way. Man, if we got -26 and 50-mile-an-hour winds, I'd just call it quits. Yeah, well, see, you guys, I mean, if you're smart, you guys got that little foam insulation you take out to the outhouse with you, so you don't have to freeze your bum. Do I enjoy? All right, so this is it. I mean, I don't know if you were here when I said I try to add the pros and the cons together to give people a true. And if you're moving to Alaska, somebody said, I'm moving to Alaska. Do I have any regrets? Me personally, no. The only regret I would have is that you're so far away from family. Her mom and dad live here. Her brother lives here. Her dad's since passed, but her family is here. That's why we moved here. My family's in Oklahoma and Texas. And my brother's in Texas, and now my son's in Colorado. So that's the one downside is, I mean, it's a 3-hour trip from Juneau to Seattle, and then it's another 3 hours from Seattle to Colorado. So you're investing a lot of time, flying somewhere to go see family. But other than that, man, I love it here. I mean, if you're moving to the interior, totally different area. Her brother lives in Fairbanks, so we do have some insight on what it's like to live there. But no, I don't have any regrets. I wasn't a hunter. I wasn't a fisherman. I didn't do any of that stuff till I moved here. And since we live right on the ocean, her dad was like, "Man, you got to learn how to fish." So he taught me how to fish. And I love it, man. There ain't nothing better than just being on a boat and trolling for salmon or dropping anchor and getting some nice halibut in the boat. Love it.
Seeing whales.
Yeah. I mean, so people are like, "You want to go fishing?" And they're like, "Well, I kind of like to see some whales." And you're like, "Well, I mean, yeah. Well, you're going to see whales on the way to go fishing. That's a given." There's a spot where we live, and there's an island north of us, and that's like a heavy fishing grounds for the humpbacks. So, I mean, if you go over there and you don't see a whale, I mean, I've never not seen a whale when I've gone fishing. Oh, this is a question for Diana. What type of crafts things do you do to occupy your time in the winter?
I just read books.
She reads books. And we can't tell you what kind of. I'm just kidding. She just reads books.
I read romance books.
She reads romance books. Murder mystery romance. Yeah. I mean, my mom's been up here. I'm trying to get my dad to come out here. But he hasn't been up here yet, and he's turning
because of their age.
Yeah, he's turning 79, and like I told my mom, I was like, we don't have to come out to the cabin. We can stay in town and just do things in town. So But I really want my dad to come. My dad's been to Anchorage once when he was like 20, flying from here to Korea. They had a layover in Anchorage, and that was it. But man, I mean, literally, we are surrounded by beautiful mountains, the ocean. We've got, I mean, like a quarter mile from here is an eagle nest. There's like 50 eagles on this island. You got humpbacks, you got killer whales, sea lions, seals, otters. We don't have a lot of sea otters, luckily, but we've got a lot of river otters and porpoises. Yeah. There's just so much, and ravens. My favorites are 2 ravens that live right here next to us. Okay, I better start reading. Yeah, so that's it. I'm trying to get him up here so he can come and experience this beautiful area. Oh no, well, no, yeah, well, things change. I mean, I wanted to be a city kid, and I kind of became a city kid. I mean, I joined the Army. I've been all over. I've been to like 17, 18 countries, something like that. And I mean, I lived a full life. And then when I got here, I was like, I kind of just want to chill out. I want to be able to pee off my porch and not have the neighbors call the cops on me. And now I get to do that. You motorboating son of a gun. Oh yeah, well, I'm sure Mount Mariner's temps are pretty chilly. No snow though. Yeah. Yeah, I miss Gunner too. Hey JB, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. He definitely was the one that broke my pup heart, because I sure did love him. How much snow? Oh, is that for Mount Mariner or for us? We've got about 6 feet. Oh well, they were close to Aurora, Colorado. He works for Lockheed Martin. My son does. So they were in one of the Denver suburbs.
Littleton, I think.
Yeah, I think They just moved out of Littleton. I think they just bought a new or moved into a townhome. How often? Okay, so how often do I get mail? I want to say thank you right now, because I just went to town and I got some Christmas cards. I haven't opened any yet. So thank you for those that sent Christmas cards. Well, we really appreciate it.
P.O. boxes.
Yeah, I got a P.O. box in town, and I went and checked them. That was the first time I checked the mail in I guess about 3 months. Yeah, well, yeah, we're supposed to be getting 10 to 19 more inches of snow tonight. Yeah, I said 6 foot. All right. That's exactly. I was a little stunned too. I don't know if you seen the picture of my car when I got to town. Literally, it took me about 2.5 hours, and I still would have been there. But luckily, these 2 nice Coast Guard guys came by and helped me dig my truck out, and I was very appreciative. My plates were covered, so they didn't know that I was a veteran. They were just being nice, just being nice. Yeah, Coast. Yeah. Listen, if you're in the military, there's a hierarchy of who gets the brunt end of jokes, and Coast Guard's got to be down there. At the time, we didn't have Space Force. Now Space Force has got to be at the bottom. I don't know, but anyways, it was like Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and then way down here was Coast Guard. But now that I moved up here where the Coast Guard, I get to see them in action. Man, my hat's off to those guys. They do work, and they do like life-saving work daily. You know what I mean?
Especially the ships that go down, and they're out there risking their lives to try.
Yeah, I mean, literally last year there was a distress call on Icy Strait, which is a rough little area, and the Coast Guard went out there, and I think there was 7 souls on board, and they found 7 like dry suits, and no survivors though. But it was negative temperatures, freezing spray. It was blowing like 50 miles an hour, and it was like 16-foot seas, and it just took on too much water, and and capsized. And well, that's the life of a fisherman. It's
Dangerous work.
Dangerous work. Yeah. You were negative 26. Yeah, I can't deal with negative 26. I mean, we've been in Fairbanks in the winter, and I mean, literally when I was probably 30, my wife was like, let's get stationed in Fairbanks. And, you know, because there's a Fort Wainwright's right there. And that's where her brother lives. And I was like, okay. So we went up there for Christmas. And I got off the plane, got out the airport, and, you know, they had a sign that says like negative 50. And, you know, your nose hairs like crystallized instantly. And I was like, I took one step out of the airport, and I was like, I'm not getting stationed here. No way. Although, you know, I didn't know at the time that you don't have to do PT in negative 50 weather. That's what I was thinking was I ain't doing PT in this. Oh yeah, that Coast Guard boat definitely throws out a wake. And we've got the Greens Creek mine boat that goes back in front of our place. That thing throws out like a 6-foot wake, and you know, every time it goes crazy. Me still working? Or is that... Oh, he's icebreaking. I'm sorry. There's a conversation going on inside of conversation. So, oh, cool. He, Mountain Mariner works on a 400-foot oil spill response vehicle or vessel, excuse me. Wow. Anyways, is there anything else you wanted to add, sweetheart?
No, just ask everybody to wish us luck to try to get that tractor back.
Yeah. Send some prayers and positive thoughts my way that I get my tire on tomorrow so I can start plowing my way back and get it off the beach and get it over here. And I'm going to still chip away at it. I got about a quarter mile to plow still, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's not. We don't have a road. So I plow and then I hit this, you know, a boulder, and it hits the, you know, it stops the tractor jarringly. And so it takes time, and there's like 5 foot of snow, 6 foot of snow out there. So
probably more because of the drifts.
Yeah. And there's some big drifts. So some places are, you know, like over our head, and literally where I've been piling my snow about here, it's probably, I don't know, 12 feet now. It's crazy how much snow we've gotten. Thank you, Charlene. We really appreciate it. And I, you know what? I think I wrote to you and said thank you. Charlene was gracious enough when Gunner passed. She drew a picture of Gunner for us, and I still got it right next to Gunner's ashes on my desk. So special pup. All right. Well, I think we'll close this up. I'll try to get some more, I don't know, like get some ideas together on our next live. But I think if people are enjoying this, I put a poll out. So click on the poll, and then while you're there in the community or the post place, you can see the 3.5 foot of snow on my truck. Man, I got there and I was like, I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. Yeah, he's a special pup. So anyways, thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. Hit the polls. Wood Stove Wednesdays. Yeah, but does it have to be on Wednesday? Can we just call it Wood Stove Fridays? I'm not getting, but man, Wood Stove Wednesdays kind of cooks you out, because we'd actually like set the camera up and get in front of the stove. And I mean, the stove's roaring and it gets hot. Yeah.
Tell everybody that I said Happy New Year.
Any day's good with Victoria, she says. Okay. I just watched one of Victoria's shorts. It just popped up on my thing. I didn't see her posting anything. So, but she's got a nice little, her chickens are all set up over there, looking good. Glad you're doing some chickens. Any day's good. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I'll try to get a regular time set up. Probably not Sunday, because I'm going to keep posting on Sunday, but maybe Friday nights or Saturday.
We'll try to videotape getting this tractor out.
Well, yeah, I'll try to finish this video. I'm gonna try to get some more drone footage. I've been kind of slacking on the drone too, but where we're gonna build the barn, man, that's a good question because I also have to think of where I'm gonna be plowing stuff. I think we're gonna have to lose some trees in the front and put the barn somewhere over there. But I don't know. I'll have to do some old noodle scratching and see what we come up with. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys stay safe. I know it's the dead of winter for pretty much everybody, unless you're in Texas. Oh, don't have Rocky's just 8 ladies. Yeah. Well, Rocky's slowing down. He's if you're feeding your chickens layer feed, it's not good for the roosters because they're not laying. So if he lives another year, I'd be surprised. His leg, he's not as feisty as he is. He's still cockadoodles all the time.
I think he has gout.
Yeah, my wife's like, he's got gout. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We just want to say thank you and
For supporting us.
thanks for the support and look forward to seeing you guys on our next live. If the polls say you guys like it, then we're gonna start doing some lives. Anyways, love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.